So yeah, you might have seen the news. If you haven't seen the news, let's roll the intro. Another video, just on my own this time, so I've got no Kayla, I've got no kids, I've got no other people that I've got lined up for videos. This is just a video because obviously you've seen the news. Yes, Mr. Lance has decided to not carry on doing the annex. So welcome back to Annex with me, Danny, no Lance, and it will be just me from now on doing videos with guests, with other people, maybe going to places, going to shops, going to releases, queues, whatever. We're just going to do something a little bit different, as well as the videos like this that we're doing, and that might be the same with people who want to come in and do a video. It is what it is. But just before we finish and close the chapter on Lance not wanting to go forward with it, and which is completely, that's Lance's decision. He just felt it was time to step away from it. There's no kind of negative against it. I've got no, he's still a friend. I still love him dearly, and you can see how much I do love him by what I've got to show you today. So, for those of you that don't know, Mr. Lance was 50 in April. Obviously in the middle of lockdown, and there was just not an awful lot we could do for it. It is just one of those things. But in about end of January, start of February time, I had a little idea, a little spark. Went off and thought, right, Lance's 50th. What can I do for his 50th? Obviously a good friend, we've known each other for years now. We've done the annex for 3 years. And so I thought, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to speak to my friend Refresh Kicks and see if we could get something special made up for him. Now you've seen a little bit of a preview, because even in the new intro, I've left the gap so we show the shoes. So you've seen them ever so slightly. But you ain't seen nothing like these. What you're about to see is just an incredible creation that Mr. Refresh Kicks has brought to life. Now I'm not saying it's incredible because it was my idea, but it kind of, we bounced off each other some ideas that we wanted to do for Lance, for his 50th, and then this is what we've ended up with. So I was in two minds whether to show them or not, but I kind of thought the world needs to see them. Certainly because of the effort Lee from Refresh Kicks has put into them. I think people would like to see them. I know Lee would love to see a video on them. Here we go. Obviously Lance is 50, but also 50 this year, Adidas Superstar. So I thought, what better thing to do or to create than some custom Adidas Superstars. So we'll start off with the box. Check these bad boys out. So these are some Adidas Superstars ZX Lance 50-20 customs. Now there's plenty of the 50-20 coming out because of the size anniversary, but I thought, obviously it's 2020, so that's the year. Lance is 50, Adidas Superstars, it just made sense. Even before I saw the 50-20 on some of the details of the Adidas, of the size stuff, we'd already come up with this kind of idea. So let me get these out. There's one. In fact, that's the wrong one that I was showing you. So, everybody, check these bad boys out. So here we are, some one of one Refresh Kicks Lance ZX Superstars. And straight off the bat, I'm going to show you the other one, because there we go on there. We never show the left shoe really up close, but obviously, because of what they are, and if you don't know what they are, well, obviously me and Lance went to Overkill in November, and we picked up, in fact I've got them here, that wasn't planned, I forgot that they were sat behind me. We picked up the No Walls Needed pack. Picked up the No Walls Needed. So, if you look at the colours, so there's an ZX shoe, and there's the Superstar, and then the inside of the ZX shoe, and the inside of the Superstar, or the ZX Superstar should I say. So the Superstars are based on our trip to Berlin, because it was just like, it was an amazing trip, and I thought, what can we do? Something that represents the Annex, that represents our friendship. Obviously we went over together, went to go buy the shoes, so let's get and custom some Superstars to look like the Berlin Wall ZXs. Now I'm going to show you some of the mad details and then some of the really mad details. So obviously we've made them into like the No Walls Needed pack. So it comes with a torsion lace loop, and you think, oh well, that's easy to do. But as you can see, we've coloured them. So Lee has coloured the sole, the outsole, and it has the split just like the ZXs. It has the split sole, and then it's like vintaged on the inside. Obviously, you've seen it's got the Adidas trefoil on the back and the 50/20, but the absolute crazy part, and to be fair, this is all Mr. Refresh Kicks, this isn't me, we've added a ZX cage on the rear of the Superstars. I mean, isn't that just incredible? On this one's got Danny, obviously me, 10th of January 2017. That's the first ever Annex video. So that's what that represents. And then on this one, we've got a bit like your Off-Whites. We've got Danny on there. And then 10th of the 1st, 17. And on the other one, look, he's even put an Annex logo. And then Refresh Kicks on the other side. And then the opposite one, so you get the same, obviously, it's the same. But this one says Lance on. This is how ridiculous. So this is what made me think of it. L for left, L for Lance. R for right, R for Roystinho. Do you know what I mean? That's kind of the silliness in it. And again, obviously you get the heel cage on there, the 50/20. That's them, and they've got the purple on the inside, if that's going to show. So on the left one, it's got 26 of the 9th, 14. That was the day. So you've seen when me and Lance have said, like, we met in the park and the boys are friends at school. That's how it is. That was the day we met. I spoke to Mrs. Lance and we worked out the exact day. So that was the day me and Lance actually met. His has got the Lance on the shoelace, and then his birthday, 22nd of April 2020. That was when Lance was actually 50. But obviously, it was in the middle of lockdown. There's not an awful lot we could do. Couldn't get the shoes to us. It was just one of those things where everyone's being affected by it. So yeah, there we go. Now you think that's it? It's not. There's some other madness going on. So I'm going to get the right shoe as well, just because I like showing the right shoe. It's all from when I used to work in a shop and used to put the right shoe on display. That's what it is. So you've seen, in fact, let me show you. So the box for the Berlin Walls has the Berlin on it and Adidas. And this is a Refresh Kicks creation. This is not a Roystinho edition. Check this out. So that was one little thing as you open it. And the last thing, obviously these are ZX Superstars. I've got my offsprings here, actually, from the other day when I've been filming them with the lovely Kayla. Who wants to see Kayla back? Because we all want to see Kayla back, don't we? Obviously they get torsion on ZXs. So if ZXs get torsion, then also the ZX Superstars get torsion bars as well. I mean, are they just not? I can't proclaim to take all the benefit of it. Obviously, some of the idea was mine, but the way Refresh Kicks has executed them and the way they've turned out, and things like that was his idea. Putting the heel cage on, his idea. Putting the Annex in the shoe was his idea. The writing on the laces. My limit was, let's do something around the Berlin Wall, the No Walls Needed pack, because that was just a great experience that me and Lance had. Yeah, there we go. ZX Superstar Lance editions, 1 of 1, Mr. Refresh Kicks, absolutely smashing it out of the park. And I just wanted to do a video, like I say, it is a sad ending to this chapter of the Annex, but I love creating it and I'm just going to continue. It is sad that Lance isn't here, but we're going to still go forward. One of the things that I will say off the back of us doing all about the Annex is we've, I don't want to say built a massive community, but there is a big community around the Annex now. Lots of people that are always interacting, that are always coming up to us when we do shows or stuff like that. So it's fantastic. So that's one of the reasons, apart from the fact I love it, I want to continue for you guys who come on and watch. You know, things like doing the Special stuff is brilliant for us. You know, and the last Special videos went really well. We've got other things lined up with maybe some bits for Puma, who knows. But I just think it's a good thing that what we're doing for you guys, and I don't want to stop it. I love making it. So it's just about evolving it as we go forward. And if Lance wants to come back at another point, then happy days. I am not someone to hold grudges. I am not someone to close doors. The door's always open, so if he has a change of heart at any point, then yeah, come on, let's get back and do it. But I'll be continuing for now, and who knows what the future might bring for the Annex. Hopefully it'll just continue to grow, get bigger and better, and we can take you guys along for the ride, and hopefully there's going to be like more chances to go to like events, and we'll be holding our own event in Leeds, and all sorts of stuff that we were going to do this year will continue. Someone said t-shirts and hoodies. T-shirts and hoodies are going to come. Alright, again, not imminently, but I've got something in the pipeline for that as well. Massive shame that Lance don't want to do it anymore for whatever reason, but it is what it is. So we'll finish it there. Don't forget, like, subscribe, blah blah. See you soon, Alex. Bye.